Welcome to Chef Henry Kitchen, where I bring flavor to your recipe. Today I'm gonna make Jamaican oxtail, and this recipe is not everyone know how to properly make Jamaican oxtail. And the thing with making Jamaican food, you have to get the seasoning and the spice right to make this dish. And I have to say shout out to all of my existing subscriber and to all of my new subscriber. Welcome to Chef Henry Kitchen. My name is Andre. I bring flavor to your recipe. Let's make this Jamaican oxtail recipe. I got my oxtail in nice pieces. I'm gonna bring it closer so you guys can see. Now I'm gonna show you how to wash the oxtail. I'm gonna add some vinegar. You can use lime juice. And the vinegar is gonna cut off all the slime from the oxtail. You can see the difference the vinegar make. I'm gonna rinse off the oxtail. I'm gonna give it a second wash. Always remember, when you wash meat in the sink, it's good to wash out the sink with some vinegar. I'm gonna get all of that water drained from the oxtail. I finish wash and clean the oxtail. Time to add some seasonings. Before I add seasoning to the oxtail, here's the rest of ingredients. Couple cloves of garlic, regular onion, oregano leaf, sweet pepper, all different types, tomato, thyme, and you can't forget about scallion / green onion. I already mixed my seasoning, and I will put the list of all the seasoning on the side of the screen. 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning, 1 tablespoon of meat seasoning, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose, and 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of ginger powder, and that's when I'm cooking down the oxtail. And I'm also gonna use some browning for coloring. You can use any brand of browning, but some of them is too dark. You have to watch how you apply it to your oxtail. I'm going to use my famous chop to cut up my green onion and my thyme with my garlic. And also I'm gonna add the original leaf into the mix. Get this thing open, and this is nice and it come in handy. I'm gonna add the garlics with the original leaf, but I have to cut the green onions. So I'm making a green seasoning base for my oxtail. For the thyme, so I'm gonna cut this real quick. Once it's closed, just a few pull and everything will be minced and cut to the perfect size. I'm not gonna add it to the oxtail. I'm just gonna set it out of the way. I'm gonna use it when I'm cooking down the oxtail. Now I'm gonna cut up my onion. I'm going to add the chopped up onion straight into the oxtail. I'm also gonna add a carrot. You can also add broad bean. Lots of people like broad bean inside it. I'm gonna cut up the sweet peppers. It's a small amount of oxtail, and I don't want to put too much sweet pepper to overpower the oxtail. And the tomato, you can use tomato paste or you can use the real tomato. That's what I'm using. I'm gonna put some ketchup to give it more taste. I'm gonna save this piece of tomato for another dish. You don't want to add too much of your seasoning. So I'm gonna sprinkle it, and I'm gonna bring you guys closer. You want to get the oxtail coated in seasoning. Now that I finished seasoning the oxtail, you need to get it well seasoned just like this. I'm going to add browning for coloring. It's easy to add browning, but it's hard to take away. Not too much. You don't want to get it too dark. Remember, you guys are in the master class. And your oxtail should look just like this. Now that I finished adding seasoning to the oxtail, I'm going to set it out of the way and let it marinate for 15 minutes. Then I will see you when I'm frying up the oxtail. Now I'm getting ready to fry up the oxtail. I'm using the small pot. I'm going to turn my stove on and I'm going to add some vegetable oil, just enough to fry up the oxtail. And this is the first stage of frying up the oxtail. Time to fry up the oxtail. I'm going to add the oxtail pieces into the oil and let them fry for 10 minutes, and I'm going to keep on turning them to get color. I finished frying up the oxtail and it's time to drain the oil. I finished draining the oil. Time to cook down the oxtail. I added 2 cups of warm water into the bowl with the leftover seasoning and chopped up onion. I'm going to add it into the oxtail. I'm cooking the oxtail this way. It's going to take 2 hours because I'm not using the pressure pot. So please set your timer. If I was using the pressure pot, it would take me an hour to cook the oxtail. I'm going to add my chopped up thyme, green onion, and garlic and oregano leaf into the oxtail. I am adding a small amount of ginger powder, and ginger powder helps tenderize meat. You can also use a piece of ginger. I just choose to use ginger powder. Now the pot is boiling. I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. I am going to cover the pot and let the oxtail cook for an hour and a half. I am going to turn the stove down and see you guys in an hour and a half. It's been an hour and a half. Now I'm going to check on the oxtail. The oxtail is cooking and it's nice and soft. Time to add the vegetable. I am going to add a cup of water with a few squirts of ketchup into the oxtail. I'm going to let the pot come to a boil before I do a taste. Now my pot is boiling and it's time to check on the oxtail. I'm going to give it a quick taste. And remember, when you're tasting the pot, you don't want to use the same spoon. You want to pour it in your hands. It tasted so good, I don't have to add any more seasoning. I can't wait until the oxtail is finished cooking. I'm gonna cover the oxtail and let it cook down for the remaining 25 minutes. Now the oxtail is finished cooking. I'm gonna make myself a plate and I would see you all for the taste test. Now I have the oxtail on my plate. It's falling off the bone. And I'm going in for a taste. This Jamaican oxtail recipe, I make it because lots of people, they're trying to make it, and I'm telling you, take it from me, as a Jamaican born and raised, this recipe, you have to try it. Don't forget to like, share, and also watch the rest of the video, and see you on the next one.